What up, yo? Man, y'all see what's going on out right now? There's a parasite causing people to have explosive diarrhea. We just spoke about Parasite, you know? We're just holding the vibe. We did the walk and talk on the other channel. And you know we held the vibe on this already. And look at that. It's coming up right now. What's going on? There's some fresh produce, leafy greens, romaine lettuce, raspberries, blackberries, the stuff that I like. What's going on? But you know, I'm CLP, holding the vibe. I caught a video talking about it, and I got some clips I would like to share with y'all. CLP, holding the vibe. Catch y'all after the intro. Link to that video will be in the description. What up, everybody? I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment if you're vibing. What up, everybody? I'm CLP, holding the vibe. You know we out here walking and talking. Tap in at LGETV. But if you just want a podcast, just to sit down and hold the vibe, tap in at Conscious356 for the sit down podcast. But if you just want to hear the beats, you know, the vibration, the genres I'm putting out, tap in at CLP Got Beats. And if you want to buy and purchase, go to beatstars.com/CLP. You can see all the genres, all the vibes, but also different prices. You know what I mean? CLP.
Leafy green vegetables, so things like bag salads, which I tell people don't get the bag salads. Romaine lettuce, spinach. Those are some of the common green leafy vegetables that they're finding this parasite on. Also fresh herbs like cilantro, basil, parsley as well too. All right. Berries, especially raspberries. We'll go back to that in just a second. And blackberries. Okay. And then vegetables like snow peas and then scallions or green onions. Okay, so that's where they're commonly finding these things. All right, those are the foods. Now,
what up, everybody? What's going on? How's everybody doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope you get back on track sooner than later. Check it out to your thing. Cyclospora. The other word I forgot already. Cyclospora. That's the name of the parasite. That's going on right now. Fresh produce causing explosive diarrhea, causing sickness. What is going on, y'all? Cyclospora. Now, then we just made a video about parasites, and then in walk and talk, tap on the LGTV for the walk and talk, where I'm assimilating parasites to alien invasion. We can't see, we don't understand it, but there's parasites that's causing many sicknesses out here. A lot of the major diseases are parasite based, and right now what's popping is Cyclospora. It says on fresh leafy greens, fresh produce like raspberries, blackberries. What's going on here? Romaine lettuce, and that's the one I partake in. That's what I eat. People, we gotta be aware, man. You know, there's so much stuff going on in this time, in these realities, and right now, you gotta make understanding of it. So, hey, you know, holding the vibe. I don't know everything, but it's about information. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I give a lot of critical thinking, but what's going on right now? Here's a clip from the video. I'm holding the vibe, getting some understanding about what's going on, because parasites is a thing. You know, it is a reality. And they said, he said this happened before, you know, and it broke out years ago. But if it's some fresh produce, come these things just pop up like that. Where did they come from? Are they made in the lab? Or is it naturally just come through because of what's been going on? I don't know, man, but yo, check this clip out. Let's get some information about this thing, yo. Cyclospora.
particular parasite, this is a very common outbreak. And what's interesting is that during this time of the year, June, July, May, June, July is when you typically see this outbreak of this same parasite. So this happens all the time. I'll give you a case in point. You can go back or Google in 1996, the US and Canada had an outbreak of this cyclospore, and there were around about 1,465 cases, which is interesting because right now we have about 1,645 cases. So all you got to do is switch the 4 and the 6, and it's kind of the same. But anyway, the outbreaks happen the same time of the year, all right? Because this is the season for that particular produce, all right? So that's the first thing. The other thing that is important is that parasites are common in fruits and vegetables, all right? Let me just help you understand my perspective on this, being someone who owns a farm and who's commonly on the farm. If you're growing things, especially if you're growing things naturally and organically, you're not the only one who wants to eat it, all right?
What up, everybody? I'm CLP, holding the vibe. Like, share, subscribe, drop a comment if you're vibing.
Leafy green vegetables, so things like bag salads, which I tell people don't get the bag salads. Romaine, lettuce, spinach. Those are some of the common green leafy vegetables that they're finding this parasite on. Also fresh herbs like cilantro, basil, parsley as well too. All right. Berries, especially raspberries. We'll go back to that in just a second. And blackberries. Okay. And then vegetables like snow peas, and then scallions or green onions. Okay, so that's where they're commonly finding these things. All right, those are the foods.
Yo, I'm saying information is the key, and you hear what he says, right? All these different things you can get the parasites through, so you gotta be super careful. And for that, you gotta look out for the fresh leafy greens right now. You know? 2026, man, what a year going on. But yeah, man, so I will catch y'all on the next vibration. I'm CLP. It's all love.